What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Beck. Hi, welcome if you're new. So as you can see by the title, I'm going to be taking you today with me to get my other tattoo. So for context, I actually already have two tattoos. This will be my third. My first tattoo is this one here. I'll show up pictures because it's easier. But this is the first one here. I got this back I think in 2019 and it's actually in remembrance to somebody very close to me that passed away. He actually helped raise me for 15 years of my life. He was really important to me and his favourite flowers were the Gabura flowers, so I got these three specific ones because he raised me with my uncle. So this is the three flowers to represent us three as a family, and that's why I got that tattoo. My second tattoo is my biggest yet, except, well, this new one is actually going to be my biggest, but this is my biggest so far. So I love the Last of Us games and the show as well, but mostly the games. Specifically, I love Ellie, I love her character, I love her story. It's really heartbreaking and just gut-wrenching, but like, I just love the franchise so much. So this tattoo is actually in resemblance, inspired somewhat of Ellie's tattoo in The Last of Us Part 2. It's just a much more condensed version, obviously. I've still got the moth or similar style and the leaves and stuff like that, and I love it. So then this third tattoo that I'm getting is actually going to go along here and probably most likely wrap around. So I'm actually going to use some of the leaves from the new design to attach to this tattoo here, just to kind of incorporate the two, or incorporate this tattoo with my new one. So as you can see by these images, we went through quite a few different designs, and the blue circles is me like circling to change something or move something to a different area, that kind of stuff. Obviously it's going to look different when it's on the skin, and there's shading and all sorts of stuff, and you know, it's just going to be different. But this was the final draft that we came up with, and like I started with, and I really love it. So the concept for it is the portrait of the cat. So they are my two cats, Nala and Shafira. Shafira is no longer here. I had to surrender her to our local vets because she had diabetes, and I just brought my daughter home who was medical needs, so it was a lot. We had spent 4 months in NICU trial. It was a lot, and like obviously she'd just been diagnosed with diabetes, so there was there was twice a day insulin, there was new food, it was expensive. There was just a big adjustment for everybody, and it got too much for me, so I had to do what was best. And you know, I was also forgetting injections and stuff, and I was like, no, this isn't right, I need to do what's best for her. So I made the really tough decision to surrender her to a local vets. But the reason why she is still being tattooed on me is because they both really got me through most of my 20s, through some really dark times. So they are really special to me, and I love my cats, and I love animals in general, so I want to share that on my body. But yeah, but I also love foliage, as you can tell. Like, I've got the leaves here and the leaves in this tattoo, but the flowers in this design are representative of their birth month, so their birth flower from their birth month. Nala was born in June, and I think Shafira was born in February, so those are the two flowers that I chose. Obviously I have a lot of hair on my arm, so I mean it might work out in the end anyway when it grows back, because you know, cats, fur, fur. So yeah, I would say the tattoo is probably going to go from like here up to here, because the tattoo is quite elaborate and there's a lot of detail, so a lot of it will automatically just wrap around, which I'm totally okay with. So we will see how we go. But yeah, that's a quick little rundown of my tattoos so far, and the concept and the reasoning behind this new tattoo. So now let's get into the actual vlog of getting it done. Yeah, so it's actually been a couple of days since you last saw those clips of the actual tattoo vlog. It took like 5 hours, I believe, for the first session, so I do have to go back in like 3 to 4 weeks time to finish off the shading on the cats, and we're also going to add some more leaves on this side because as you can probably tell it's a bit like blank on that side, so we kind of want to you know, add extra leaves to kind of match it up a bit more. But yeah, overall I am really loving it. It's obviously a little tricky to see the cats at the moment because they're not shaded. They're only like the very base shading. Obviously my artist had said the leaves and the flowers are all completely shaded and done, so coming back it's just shading the cats and adding the more leaves. So yeah, let's move on to the next and hopefully the last session for this tattoo. Hey everyone, I'm not too sure how much you saw of those clips. I was having a day today. For some reason I was just having so much anxiety today. I do have triggers in settings where, you know, it's very loud and, you know, tattoo shop, it's loud, there's a lot of talking, there's loud music, and I'm sitting there for like hours. So yeah, I just didn't feel the inspiration to film as much. And also that my tattoo ended up turning out completely different to what I had originally thought in for. This is my second session and all up cost about $800 Australian dollars, which is pretty common for this type of tattoo from what I've heard from other people. Also Nala's in the background too. There's Miss Nala, the star of the show. So as you saw from like the original design, like it ended up, well, the original design was the same. The second lot of designs ended up changing quite a bit because I'd gone in this morning and she had drawn up like what she had thought, you know, was good, and I just immediately went, yeah, cool, that's great. And I really kind of regret that because I should have sat and looked at everything properly. It is what it is now, so it is going to take me a little bit to get used to. I walked out feeling very conflicted of whether I liked it or not. I do love this side of it. I think that looks really cool. And obviously like the side profile of it I love. The cats, I really want more shading on the cats. I think I will end up going back just for more shading to really make them pop, because like at the moment you can't really notice them very much, especially Nala, which is the bottom cat here. So yeah, I'll definitely be going back eventually, not right now, but eventually. I think I do like it. It's just going to take me a little bit because, again, it's not what I originally went in for, but you know, we live and learn. But yeah, so as you can see, we ended up adding a lot extra to my very first tattoo that I got, which is the 3 original flowers. We added 2 extra flowers just to, because there was quite a bit of gap, and I was like, hey, can we add extra? And once she had the stencils on, I ended up asking her to add just a little bits more because it was quite bland and I really wanted to fill it up a little bit more, so that's what we did. The parts that hurt the most were bones, so this hurt the most, and then like up here hurt quite a bit, and then over here hurt quite a bit too, obviously over bone. But yeah, again, it's going to take me a little bit, but I think over time I will love it. That's going to be it. I'm going to wrap up this video with a nice neat little bow. Let me know what you think down below. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching and joining on this little vlog. It's taken me weeks to do, but we're finally here. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!